All right, dudes, let's talk about Sonic the Hedgehog, which is a movie that I had been really curious about because I loved Sonic the Hedgehog stuff as a kid. I still play a lot of the Sonic the Hedgehog games, I still own them all. But in particular, I played stuff like the original three and then Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, stuff like that. And Sonic has always been like a video game character that I've really enjoyed and loved, and I've got merch for. So I was excited to see this one because again, it's something that I'm nostalgic for. And the trailer, the first trailer, of course, everybody talks about like the Sonic looked nothing like he does in the other stuff. And then they redid the movie with the new Sonic animation, which for me personally looks way better. And it's one of those few instances, in my opinion, of the internet complaining enough because I don't like the internet complaining about every little thing because nobody's going to have the same opinion. Nobody's going to like the same thing. But in my opinion, for that first version of Sonic that they released for the trailer, I didn't like it, and this I like way more. It's just so cool to see Sonic look like he does in the games and the anime and stuff. And the movie for me, I thought you look at it from like not from a nostalgic standpoint, like because it's Sonic the Hedgehog, which I was excited for. This story is just whatever. It's pretty much like normal run of the mill adventure story with Sonic the Hedgehog inserted and Jason Marsden who plays Tom, which is pretty cool. I like seeing him in movies, and I like seeing Tika Sumpter too. Like that's cool that she's in this as well. And Jim Carrey, is the one I've got to mention or talk more about because Jim Carrey, like he's been doing movies like recently. Like he hasn't really stopped. He did for a while, and then he started coming back doing a couple movies that I haven't really seen recently in the past couple of years. But he in this movie I thought did a great job because this it felt like they literally teleported 90s version of Jim Carrey into this movie because Jim Carrey has not been what he was known for in the past like decade. He's been doing a lot of stuff that's more darker or more dramatic, and this harkened back so much to Jim Carrey in the 90s, and I really appreciated that. I really love that Jim Carrey did that because that's the Jim Carrey I grew up with. And of course, I've seen stuff that I like that he's in serious in those movies, like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, stuff like that. Like, I like those movies too, but Jim Carrey, like The Masked Jim Carrey, or Dumb and Dumber Jim Carrey, is the Jim Carrey I grew up with. So I like seeing that this movie went back to basics with Jim Carrey, and I really appreciated that he did something that he used to do because I felt like that's what the better Jim Carrey was. I like him more as comedic than dramatic, even though some of his dramatic movies are good. Like I said, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is a good movie, but I like seeing him more comedic, and I think that he in this movie is really fun and entertaining. There's moments where he's just like batshit, like just does whatever he wants on camera, and I think that that's funny, and I do like that and appreciate that. And I thought that Ben Schwartz, who voices Sonic in this movie, I haven't kept up with the most recent Sonic games besides Sonic Mania, which I liked. But I haven't played any of the Sonic games recently that are the 3D ones with the voice acting, because I know that Sonic goes through a plethora of voice actors, and I don't know if Ben Schwartz has been voicing it for a while, because again, I haven't been playing the newest Sonic games that are fully 3D with voices. I've only played Sonic Mania recently, and Ben Schwartz does a great job, and if he's done this before, I'm glad that he's the voice actor for Sonic now, because he's a good Sonic, and I really thought he was funny, he was charming. The chemistry he and James Marsden had together were really fun, and I really liked them. I thought that they had good banter together, and I thought that this movie, while not always having jokes that landed, it was still a fun and solid time, and I really liked the characters. I really liked the fun of it, even though it's a basic story. I liked Sonic, and I liked, even though the movie didn't have any surprises, I liked the fun about it. I thought it was a fun movie. And it does have, I won't spoil it, but it does have a couple after credits scenes. Or I guess one that's after, like whenever the movie ends, it has one that immediately follows, and then one that's middle of the credits. And both of them are cool. And they're kind of a in credits scene you're going to expect from a Sonic related thing. So whenever I saw the in credits scene, which I won't spoil, I was like, oh, that's cool that they have that. But I expected that to happen. And they have a lot of references to other Sonic stuff in the movie as a whole, which definitely go see this to see that if you're a fan of Sonic. But I liked how they added in like little references to other Sonic stuff throughout the movie. I thought that was pretty cool. So again, it had fun characters, fun humor for the most part, fun action. But the movie is just kind of whatever, like in terms of like the story, it's just kind of run of the mill like road trip movie. But besides that, I think this was a fun, solid time, and I did enjoy this one for the most part. If you like this video, check out my other content, like, share, and subscribe. Also, start a conversation down below with me. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching.